Digivation Network.
In the world of technology, there are just two kinds of people. One, the digital natives, and two, digital immigrants. Digital natives are those born after the advent of the internet. They are comfortable with swift technological changes and they take the presence of technology in their lives almost completely for granted. They have digital DNA flowing through their bodies. On the other hand, digital immigrants are those born before the advent of the internet. Their comfort level with our technology-soaked world is more variable, but they are affected by the digital invasion just as much as their native children. By and large, whether you are a digital native or a digital immigrant, what is certain is technology now rules this world and you have to play along. On this note, I welcome you to Digivation Network, Africa's leading ICT business, lifestyle and innovation program on television. I am Gideon Tobiloba, standing in for your regular host by Ragabi. To be part of this show, please follow us on all our social media handles and subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network, and get to win something for yourself. To participate in our weekly question and answer, subscribe to our channel www.youtube.com/Digivation Network and go to our Instagram page at Digivation TV to drop your answer to the question of the day with your email, and there's every possibility you emerge as our next winner.
This is Digivation Network.
In this edition, we bring you a special report on the ban on Twitter by the federal government of Nigeria. Now, this report is different from everything you've seen or heard about the ban. That's why I will not want you to miss it. Our top 5 segment for this week features the top 5 engineering universities in Africa, plus an exclusive interview with engineer Ikechukwu Namani, the president of the Association of Telecommunications Companies of Nigeria, Atcon, who talks to us on basic issues in the telecom industry and what Atcon is doing to make the industry better. These and many more coming your way in this edition. But first, let's serve you with the trending issues that made news during the week.
Hello, I am Bayero Agabi, welcoming you to this new ride, a digital ride that takes you into the lifestyle experience of innovation, tech impact, and new business frontiers. This is Digivation Network. On a weekly basis, we keep you well informed of developments and trends. Now the tech ecosystem is impacting politics, business, public and private enterprise management, plus how the new digital life can transform your business. I am Bayero Agabi. Join us.
The National Information Technology Development Agency reaffirms partnership with Universal Basic Education Commission on IT development in Nigeria. The integration of information technology into the educational system with the aim to introduce the digital lifestyle to children from an early age formed the focus of the courtesy visit of the Executive Secretary of Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, Dr. Hamid Boboyi, and his team to the corporate headquarters of NIDDA. The Director General of NIDDA, Malam Kashifu Inuwa, who received the Universal Basic Education Commission team at NIDDA headquarters, Abuja, on 3rd of June 2021, reiterated the agency's commitment to collaborate with the Universal Basic Education Commission and provide technical support to enable the Universal Basic Education Commission design a unique framework to achieve a digital economy. According to Malam Kashifu Inuwa, with the recent launch of projects such as the pilot edition of the National Adopted School for Smart Education, students can be empowered and equipped with continuous identification of emerging skills to stay abreast of global trends.
Up next is our special report for the week, and it's on the Twitter ban in Nigeria. But like I said earlier, this report captures the story in its entirety, and I'll advise this is not the best time to leave your TV set. You need to watch this.
Nigerians across the nation are still feeling the ripples from the shockwave sent by the federal government when it announced the indefinite suspension of microblogging platform Twitter on the 4th of June 2021. The action by the federal government followed the deletion of a tweet of President Muhammadu Buhari, a tweet which was labeled to have violated the policy of Twitter on abusive behavior. But the suspension of Twitter by the federal government far precedes the deletion of the president's tweets, as a statement put out by the Ministry of Information and Culture accused Twitter of allowing its platform to be used for activities that are capable of undermining Nigerians' corporate existence. Reacting to deeper reasons behind the ban, Kelechi Decker, Editor-in-Chief, African Economy magazine, had this to say.
I think that the government has been looking for an opportunity to get back at Twitter since the issue of NSAS and all those things. So they found Twitter has been quite influential in trying to, especially in controlling the public narrative space. So that the influence of Twitter has been a kind of a pen in the neck to them. So they've been trying to find a way to get back at Twitter. So this one presented the opportunity, because when you look at it, it's quite laughable that, you know, removal of a tweet, not the whole tweet, but a certain aspect of that thread was what kind of ignited this kind of stuff.
According to NetBlocks, an international internet watchdog, the Twitter ban has cost the country 6 billion naira 3 days after the ban came into effect. Kelechi Decker also speaks on the far-reaching economic implications of the ban.
Apart from Twitter being a platform of expression, Twitter is also a platform of business. Twitter is a platform of entrepreneurship. Twitter is a platform of training. Twitter offers a whole lot of stuff. People just see it as just where the people go and rant. But there are a whole number of Nigerians whose daily bread depend on activities that are taking place on Twitter. The Guardian newspaper did a report on, was it on Monday or Sunday, where they highlighted the cost of that ban, the economic consequences of that ban, the socio-economic dislocations of that ban, and it runs into billions of dollars.
Aside from the economic implications, the ban on Twitter has also brought with it some legal consequences, as Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) and the Nigerian Bar Association have indicated intent to challenge the ban in court. On the grounds of the legality of the ban, legal practitioner and activist Lebros Oshoma says the ban contravenes the country's constitution.
If you look at Section 22 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, it states, the press, radio, television, and other agencies of mass media at all times shall be free to uphold the fundamental objectives contained in this chapter and hold the responsibility of government. Twitter can be classified as other means, other agents by which the people hold government accountable. It's a constitutional provision by virtue of Section 22. That is why the press is regarded as the fourth realm of the estate, because they even hold it a greater duty than the judiciary to hold government accountable to the people. And one of such means, it's, Twitter as a means of communication. Twitter as a new means of putting a communication tool in the hands of everybody. So you have a constitutional provision, a constitutional enablement, and then by fiat, order, pronouncement of the government or the president, as the case may be, you remove that constitutional provision. You deny the people of that constitutional provision. That's an abuse. That's arbitrariness. That's dictatorship.
Lebros Oshoma also proposed an engagement with the government and Twitter to look into the rules as opposed to an outright ban.
So, what we should do, there are rules. What we should continue to do is to make appeal to them if we feel that their platform is being used to fan the embers of terrorism or sectionalism or destructive tendencies. You make complain to them and ensure that if the rules are not protective enough, let them also, look at it and expand the rules. But you don't just sit down, put your hand and expect that they should know. They are not all knowing. So there should also be a mechanism. Sit down, let us review the rules as laid down by them. If they are violating their own rules, then we'll let them know. If they are not, then we now find a way of ensuring that we activate the instrumentality of those rules to ensure that both the critics of government comply with the rules.
Nigerians from all walks of life also share their thoughts on the ban and how it affects them, as majority of Twitter users have bypassed the ban by the prompt use of virtual private network, also known as VPN.
In this 21st century, this is internet world where everybody connected to the world, and you said you want to ban it for what? Just because our president was deleted, or why? Well, for crying out loud, if you have done the needful, what's the extent of banning Twitter?
This is a democratic country, and there should be freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of communication. Banning of Twitter is like, not accepting the freedom of speech in this country.
With the Twitter ban only being temporal, Nigerians continue to wait and hope for the best resolution between the government and the social media platform.
This is Digivation Network.
Thanks for staying with us. That was our special report for this week. If you have just joined us, you are still watching Digivation Network. Do check us out on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network, for more reports. So to the question of the day, what is the full meaning of NIMC? Again, what is the full meaning of NIMC? To participate, subscribe to our channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network, and go to our Instagram page at Digivation TV to drop your answer and your email, and you might just be one of our lucky winners.
This is AIT Infotech Network, reaching you from Freetown in Sierra Leone,
Accra, the Ghanaian capital, Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, Johannesburg in South Africa.
we are in Cairo in Egypt,
Tunis, the Tunisian capital,
Cape Town in South Africa,
reaching you from Dubai, Hanover in Germany,
live from Chicago, Las Vegas in the United States of America, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, we are in Beijing, China, in London, England.
I am Bayero Agabi. Join us.
Coming up next is Adaze Okeya-Ene as she brings you the top 5s, and this week we look at the top 5 engineering universities in Africa.
Hello, thanks Toby. Welcome to another informative top 5 segment. I am Adaze Okeya-Ene. In this video, we shall look at the top 5 engineering universities in Africa. Engineering combines the fields of science and maths to solve real-world problems that improve the world around us. Think about the things we see in our everyday life: buildings, roads, bridges, vehicles, computers, and other electronic devices. None of these things would exist without an engineer. Engineering is a highly significant field and forms an integral part of emerging technologies. Now, let's see the top 5 universities you can study engineering in Africa. But first, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network, so you don't miss anything. On our top 5 spot is the University of Witwatersrand, Southern Africa. The University of Witwatersrand is one of the top public research universities in Africa. It is located in Johannesburg, South Africa, and was founded in 1896 as the South African School of Mines in Kimberley. It is commonly known as Wits University, or simply Wits. The Faculty of Engineering consists of 7 schools, including mining, civil and mechanical engineering, industrial and aeronautical engineering. In 2016, it was ranked as the top university in South Africa in the Center for World University Rankings, CWUR. University of Witwatersrand is ranked 403 in the QS Global World Ranking. And on number 4 is the University of Pretoria. From its humble origins with just 32 students and 4 professors, the University of Pretoria has grown to be South Africa's largest contact and research-intensive university. This amazing research giant is home to over 50,000 students and ranked top 1% in the world. University of Pretoria, otherwise called UP, is situated in Hartsfield in Pretoria, South Africa's capital city. It is noted for its high standard of education and competitive entry requirements. It has 14 departments and over 11,000 students. It is a dynamic university community of staff and students from a range of diverse backgrounds and cultures, showcasing South African and global societies. It is ranked 561 in 2021 by the QS World University Rankings. At number 3 is the illustrious Cairo University, Egypt. Cairo University is Egypt's premier public university, founded in 1908. It was formerly known as King Fahd University and Egyptian University. It is situated in Giza City. It is one of the 50 largest higher education institutions in the world by enrollment. It has 22,000 students and 26 faculties. Cairo University is committed to preparing students for the challenges of the rapidly changing workplace. The university is among the best 5% worldwide, ranking 476 in international ratings. It was 300 in 2020 CWTS World Ranking. And on our number 2 is the Stellenbosch University, Southern Africa. In the beautiful picturesque town of Stellenbosch, the Western Cape province of South Africa, lies the prestigious Stellenbosch University. It is the oldest university in South Africa. The Faculty of Engineering is one of South Africa's major producers of top-quality engineers and is one of the flagship faculties. It was established in 1944 and has many departments with over 4,000 engineering students. The students of Stellenbosch are nicknamed Mates. The university has a vibrant academic, entertainment, and cultural heritage. It is known for strategic partnerships with organizations in Europe, Asia, and America. It is the second best university in South Africa, and the Stellenbosch University is number 2 on the top 5 engineering university in Africa. And on our top 1 engineering universities in Africa is the University of Cape Town. It is the home to the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. It is the oldest university in South Africa and located in Cape Town, Western Cape. The Faculty of Engineering has strong affiliations with industry and government, which fund research projects. The university is a cultural melting pot with students and staff from more than 100 countries in Africa and around the world. And that's all on our top 5s for this week. Keep a date with us next week. I am Adaze Okiaine. Back to Toby.
That was the top 5 segments which featured the top 5 engineering universities in Africa. Today on Question Mark, we have Engineer Ikechukwu Namani, the president of the Association of Telecommunications Companies of Nigeria, Atcon, who talks to us on the basic issues in the telecom industry, his plans for Atcon as the president, and what the association is doing to make the industry better. Enjoy the conversation as handled by our reporter Hilary Damisa.
Thank you so much, Tobiloba Gideon. And this is our guest of the week, Ikechukwu Nnamani, the President, Association of Telecom Companies of Nigeria, Atcon, and the Chief Executive Officer of a leading data service hosting company in Nigeria. Ikechukwu Nnamani, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Last year, you emerged as the president of Atcon. How has the journey been, and what are your plans for Atcon and the industry ahead?
It has been quite an interesting journey, but as you probably know, I've been in the executive, including being the previous Vice President 1. So moving up to the president position has been a smooth migration. For us, it's in 3 different subcategories. One is to ensure our secretariat and membership services is top-notch, and we improve on what it was before and make it very industry-focused, so that every member of the association, being a company, sees direct benefit of their membership. The second is to promote key industry issues that will move the industry forward, as well as move the country forward. To achieve that, we've been working closely with both the Federal Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, the regulator from the telecom aspect, in particular NCC, Nigeria Communication Commission, as well as other ICT regulatory agencies, NIDA, and the rest of them, just to be sure that from a regulatory standpoint, everybody is working in synergy, right? Then we are also very keen to ensure that the subscribers, who ultimately are the users of this service, are getting good quality for the right price.
Thank you so much. Now, tell us more about Atcon's key objective and its role in coordinating Africa's biggest telecom market and the stakeholders.
Atcon is the premier association of the telecom and ICT industry in Nigeria, and the membership cuts across about 9 subgroups and over 100 member companies. This includes your telecom service providers, both the mobile, fixed, the IDA licensees, your infrastructure providers, whether it's data centers, cell sites, or your traditional metro long-distance fiber providers, your internet service providers, both the wholesale and the retail subsectors, over-the-top players like Facebook, Google, and the rest of them, equipment manufacturers, and then the distributors, your fintech subgroup, as well as telecom and ICT consulting. So because it's such a diverse group that pretty much covers every aspect of the telecom ecosystem, it's quite interesting to be able to put everybody together. Atcon basically is the convergence of technology and ICT services, right? So while we have, for each of these subgroups, we have some other membership associations that also addresses a core subgroup. Within Atcon is where everybody comes together under one umbrella.
There is a national broadband plan in which Nigeria hopes to realize about 17% broadband penetration by the year 2025. This is 2021. Can you please tell us how feasible it is to achieve this objective and what are the challenges that we may have to grapple with?
Well, it's achievable, but as you've rightly said, there are challenges that need to be overcome sooner than later if we are to achieve it. The right-of-way issue is one of it, where though some states have started complying with the agreement with the telecom stakeholders in terms of what the ID price should be, which is put at not more than 145 naira per linear meter. Some states have even decided to just waive it, but very few. What we are noticing is that while even in some states that have decided to either waive or reduce the right-of-way, some new charges has been introduced, which at the end now even makes it more expensive, you know. So we are addressing all that under the association, working with some of the key stakeholders to see. But then you also have to deal with issues about vandalism, where if you put infrastructure and it's vandalized, then you won't have service, you know. We have to do with issues that has to do with the high cost of fund, as well as unavailability of funding to the telecom industry.
The president of the Association of Telecom Companies of Nigeria, Ikechukwu Nnamani, we thank you so much for obliging us your time and audience, and we look forward to having you on the program in due course. Thank you so much, and it's back to you, Toby.
This is Digivation Network.
All right, that's all we can take on the show for this week. You can contact us on www.youtube.com/Digivation Network and our social media platforms displayed on your screens. On behalf of the regular anchor, Byra Gabi, thanks for watching. I'm Gideon Tubiloba. Join us again next week for another interesting package. Stay out of trouble and be safe. Bye.